Welcome back. It's Rosa Hart. And we are at take 3. Who will we pick in our take 3? We only have 3 people left to date. And we have to start all the way back at the beginning. Oh, sadly. Actually, do we have anything where we don't have to do the beginning? Let's see. Alright there. Where we ask things. Whatever. Return. I think we have to start back in the beginning, because I don't know which one would... So, back to the beginning of the story. All the way back. At the very start. Now, we know how to do this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals, again. One crystal alone protects by the rulers of the fairies, while the other crystal turned, which was protected by the leaders of the witches. The loon was possessed by love, happiness, and joy, while the turn by fear and angry and hatred. The fairies and the witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regared their power of the crystal in order to manage balance between darkness and light. For there can only be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. Then one day, a travel began to write story tales of magic and wonders of kingdom. His name? In those stories, fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always and victory, true love, a usual reward. The fairy tales fell through farther than could have been predicted. The human of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true, and that the magic of the witches was wicked and cruel. The witches began to hate and fear. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The high lead of the witches, in all her anger, create the fairy tale curse. You wicked all! You think we are wicked, so shall it be. Just as you taken our happiness away from everything after, we will take yours. The witches used the fairy tale curse to attack the humans, throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The rule of the fairies, the Lone Baron, used the regular pace, but the witches were blinded by their hatred. For the humans were responsible for the witches' genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the Town Bear, the high leader of witches, was defeated. The terror was lost. Peace was restored. and light once again triumph. But the darkness could never fully disappear, and wait in the shadows, turn from where infinity returns. Sign your name. We are Rosie. We are still Rosie Hart, and our third attempt of a story of the whole new universe has been made by signing this thing. The boring prologue again. You unlock Francis and Walson's route. Ooh. Look what we did! Dun 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 dun. My name is Rosie, the daughter of the king. I am the crown of princess of the kingdom Angelis. At least that's who I used to be. But that was before yesterday, when I became the victim of the fairy tale curse. Hello, me. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I am nothing but a lonely peasant. I feel like I'm stuck in a nightmare. But no, this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break my curse. I close my eyes, remembering the day so clearly. It had started out like any other day. Have you heard another person was cursed? I'm on my way to dinner hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushing voices. There were two maids standing next to each other with brooms in their hands. These are two slacking off again. That's terrible! What curse was it? They say it was Pinocchio. Pinocchio, the fairy tale witch lying boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful! Huh. I wonder... Man, I'm kind of curious of who Pinocchio is in this situation. I mean, there's a chance we'll never find out, but, I mean, it's made me curious. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches are up something again? I thought the fairy tales would be stopped after you know who was defeated. You two were hired to work, not talk. We are sorry, Your Highness. As you can only be expected for likes of them. Another fairy tale curse. A fairy curse starts spreading even before the Great War began. I do not have much interest in effect even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed. The victims are weak and would be better off without dead weight. If it was up to Mother, the curse would have been banished from the instant they fell upon prey to it. Well, that'd be kind of hard to do. You don't know who got cursed. But Mother's not here anymore, and she will be coming back ever. Princess! The king and queen are waiting for you in the dining hall. I am on my way. The king and Rod are all still present in the dining room hall. Hello. Someone is missing, but I ignore their absence. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Father. Good morning, Your Majesty. You should be calling him father, but whatever. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Ernie, stepmother. Rose. Aphasia? Aphasia? Every day I've wondered why my father, the king, would marry a low baker. She could never be a true queen. She's pale and compares to my mother. I take my seat to the king. Next, look up. Person sitting opposite me. Hello, Rod. Hello, Rod. Rod, my stepbrother, is born and quite as usual. He is 2 years my junior and is the youngest of Upper's child. He is mute, uses a plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It's appeared given by him by a fairy. He minds his own business and easy to deal with, but his older sister goes to the empty seat beside him. She's probably the most infuriating person I've ever known. Discipline of knowing. I'm so sorry I'm late. I was reading and I forgot the time. And here she was. Good morning, Father. Good morning, Mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you, Rose. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Huh. Ems, Rod's elder sister and my stepsister. She acts as if we were blood, as if she was born a princess too, as if she could be crowned, perhaps stealing my place. I will never let that happen. Now that everyone hears, let's begin. Butler's guide inside with silver trays and can serve us breakfast. So, Ems, you were reading the fairy tale books that the king brought you. Oh, yes, there's so many. They are all so wonderful. Thank you so much, Father. I'm so happy you like them. I love them. It's so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That's because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned. But why? They are so charming stories. Fairy tales mislead humans into believing that they have things that they do not deserve. Fame, riches, love, happy ever after. And when they which do not come to fantasy express they want them to do, the humans blame the witches, granting them in the first place. What are you playing about the witches, Rose? The ships and the room grows heavy. I continue to eat. Perhaps the witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are cause of their own downfall. Have you any idea what you're talking about, child? Witches have caused nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Yeah, starting from when the fairy tale story started. What were they like before the fairy tale started, Father? Do you know? That's actually a good question. I mean, we know the Lady's queen, who forced him to marry her to keep his true love alive. But when exactly that happened? Was it before the fairy tale stories? Because then he is just at what he's saying. or after the fairy stories were made and after she went crazy. Because if it was after the witch went crazy, then he is not just in his action, saying. And he would only know the crazy side of her, but not the kind side of her she was before the fairy tale stories. That is the question we do not know, and will never know. So, leave your comments in the section and tell us what you think happened. Did she force him to marry before or after the fairy tale curses? And your reasons. Even now, they still spread the fairy tale curse to innocent subjects. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Algernon. It's very young then, and Mother forbade me to leave the palace sometimes, even my room. I know nothing of people surrounding pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from everyone. And so I cannot bring myself to care. How do you know about the curse? Are innocent. Our people have been turned day and night to rebuild Algernon after the Great War. That is a good question. How do we know if they're innocent? Let's see. Rod. Okay, Rod was innocent. But Rod did this to fall in love with another thing, and pretty much wanted to become prince. So he kind of asked for the fairy tale curse. So was the witch being good or bad because of that? And then the karma, or Cthulhu, he was cursed because he dated a witch, did not know she was a witch, and tossed her away when he was through with her. So, to tell the truth, that witch had a reason to curse him. Because, so he had a reason to be cursed. Huh. So far we have one witch that cursed him for a reason, because not the best. Okay, it's kind of the best reason, but still, it was. That is kind of interesting. And still, we know Watson's cursed, but we do not know the reason he got cursed yet. So this should be interesting to find out the stories. Our people are the kingdoms founded, and I am endless grateful for the lands and resources. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about. I don't know. How to hate people, how to despise people, how to think all people are weak. Pretty much leave Mother out of this. Dear, please. Rose, darling, your father didn't mean to. Don't act like I'm your child. I am not one of your children. I do not need your sympathy. Rose, you will show your mother respect. She is not my mother. I sat down my fork and knife and stand up. I am done. Excuse me. My father and I have never got on, but our relationship has some wonders since he married the baker. My father, the king. It has been 7 years and I've never felt any love from him. He treats Em and Rod who only entered his life 1 year ago as his own children. Better than he has ever treated me. This has been my life ever since Mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother had the only one that was there for me. There's no one else was. If it wasn't for the action of during the Great War, she would still be here. Why the sour face so early in the morning, princess? Hi, friends. I'm kind of curious about your story, friends. Let me guess, the king and the queen, or Princess M's. Or is it all of them? I ignore his question. Friends, what are you doing here so early? I'm running some errands for my father. Prince and son of High Kingdom of the Order of Celeste. His father, Sir Alan, has served the royal family for many years. Sir Alan is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, France was assigned to the honor of becoming the personal knight. His personal is only company in tourneur days. You should be waiting in the throne room then. Thank you. Princess, yes. You know, I haven't seen you smile since I've met you. Why is that so any importance? Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, Princess. I do want to know his story really bad, actually. I kind of, like, how did he remember me? Is he cursed? But he doesn't know about curses somehow. And I don't want, that is the big question. How does he not know about curses? Like, he'd act like he didn't know what a curse was. He wasn't cursed and did not understand what was going on. And I don't know why he wouldn't be. It's like the curious thing about him. Well, I won't take up any of your time. I'll see you at 10. 10? Don't tell me you forgot. Forgotten what? You're going to town, remember? I didn't realize dawned upon me. It has been 2 days since the king instructed the orders. Rose, I would like you to accompany him on one of her town outings. Surely you can send one of the maids to do it. I'd not have requested your accompany her if I was going to send her maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your sister, stepsister. She is your sister, and you will treat her and Rod as if they were your blood. 2 days from now, you are going to accompany Ems outside. It's been 4 years since you've left this palace. 4 years. Ever since then, you have locked yourself away, barely leaving your room. I think I did that wrong, because if it's been 4 years, I'm turning 18, so, 16, 15, 14, 13. I would have only been 13. I swear I look like 8 years old. I was in the grab of war back then, but now the kingdom is safe and back for former glory. I want you to see how beautiful Unleash really is. Rose, a princess must know her kingdom. Go with Ems and she will show you the town that you will only ever see through your window. Is this a order? If it needs to be. Are we clear? Rose, understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shake my head, removing myself from the memory. I'm safe here. Princess, are you alright? It won't be that bad. The town people are good people. How can you be sure? Times have changed. People change. This is precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end. Oh. Sometimes change is better, Princess. I think you'll see that today. If you excuse me, I shall see you later. DeLorean. Do you think the witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I wish you could talk to me. You are you and the others. The dolls are my own friends, and they only ones I can trust. Unlike humans, they never betray me. They will never hurt me. They will always be there for me. The moment I saw DeLorean, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant, resistant. It was almost like she was breathing. She was a gift from the king on my 17th birthday. I only stare rag dolls from him when Mother passed away. Mother does not believe in birthday celebration, but every year at midnight, a letter would appear under my door. It contained instructions leading me throughout the palace on an adventure, a room filled with gifts, cakes, and sweets, a child's dream. It's been foundation by the dolls, which had always laid a greeting card. A card that would say, I love you on it. Signed by M. The card would tell me to keep the celebration a special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. Mother always found a way to show me she still cared, in her own way. A secret celebration had stopped as soon as she disappeared. Yes? Excuse me, Your Highness, the king has requested your presence. That better not be another lecture. Tell him I'm on my way. I'll see you later, DeLorean. Oh. Good morning, Your Highness. Sir Mythal. Sir Mythal, the royal advisor. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does for Sir Althal. Every day you look more and more like your mother. I sometimes find Sir Mythal talking to Mother, her trove, when he thinks no one's looking. He must have advised her a lot, but I can help bring myself to think highly of him. There is something about him that puts me on edge. Are you on the way to see your king? The king. I shall not keep you then, until our next meet, dear princess. Your Majesty. Rose, are you ready? You will enjoy this, Rose. Out here, the toy shop has lovely dolls. It will be good for you. You'll get to know your sister better, and you will be able to interact with and learn about the people of Alger, about our subjects. I will not learn anything I do not know. Why do you always believe that people around you are capable of good, Mother? Because I have seen how quickly people will betray and murder each other to get what they want. Mother warned me about humans' natures. You do not see clearly, Rose. Yeah, she's clearly in a fog. This is how she sees the world. I can't see what anything says. If you would only open your eyes, you could be able to see how good people really are. I believe I am already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I've seen that there is no good in you. Ouch. Rose, where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Ouch. Back then, I've been overwhelmed with grief and pain. I've just lost my mother and entire world. I hope that maybe then he would have shown me love and compassion. Even just a hug to let me know someone was there. I had been a child hoping. I've been left alone. I did not see him for months. I barely even heard his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. This is what you've taught me. Your Majesty. Ouch. I know that I hurt you. I know that there's nothing I can do for atone for what I've done. But please, Arn and her trio are not part of that. They do not deserve the hatred. You know, you should probably try a little bit harder to get with your child. In the end, it still matters more to him than I ever did. Rose, enough. I already said I'd go. Everyone is waiting outside. I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace after so many years. Rose, it'll be okay. How can you be sure? Thank you for agreeing to accompany Ems. I would not disobey an order from the king. Excuse me. Ouch. Just stab him a lot, don't ya? Hello, how can I help you? Victoria! Ems! I knew Prince Ems. How good to see you. I trailed Ems, ignoring her as she braced her friend. I glanced around the small shop. The display of dolls are nowhere near quite ones in my room. Really? They look quite good to me. Whatever. I cannot understand why Ems insists that she buys gifts for her friend here. I cannot believe I'm outside the palace. There's no need to be tense, Princess. I would never let anything happen to you. Your only job is to relax and enjoy yourself. You ask the impossible for me. There's no need to be formal, Victoria. I'm still the same as ever. Oh yes, Rod came along as well. It's been a while, Victoria. It's good to see you again, Rod. And you must introduce you to Her Highness, the Crown Princess Rose. Looked at Victoria's face as she took a step back from me, all well too familiar. Fear. My apologies for being so rude, Your Majesty. Good morning. And this is Sir Francis, Sir Alpha's son. It's a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Oh, you're Sir Francis? You really are as handsome as Ems describes in her letters. I'm sorry. That's a good thing, Francis, not I'm sorry. Please don't mind her, Sir Francis. I'm sorry, Ems. Right. So, what brings you all the way here? Oh, I'm here to get some toys. Gifts from the new friends. Toys from here. Are you sure? Of course I am. I crossed my arms. I would prefer we finish these areas as quick as possible. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Yeah, just stab everyone in the back, Rose. Princess, I can't barely breathe in here. I just want to go back to the palace. Bing! Hello, Karma. Did you enjoy having us as a lover one time? Good morning. Up until this point, I have always considered Mother to be the fairest beautiful in the land. The lady walking, proving me wrong. Her beauty is masculine and clear without peer. Everyone in the shop openly stared. Oh, you're early today, ma'am. I have important errands to run later today. Are the items ready now? Of course, let me go fetch them. I'll just be a moment, Ems. Why is she smiling at me? Hi. Here you are, ma'am. Thank you. That lady was beautiful, right? Any girl stand next to her becomes hopelessly by comparisons. I am not saying that word. There's no such thing as it. Who is she? No one important. She's new around town. Some say that she's a fairy. I doubt it. A fairy? Fairies have saved Island from the witches 4 years ago. Everyone including them are survivors, and yet the fairies are still unable to stop the fairy tale curse from spreading. Here you are. Thank you so much. No, thank you, Victoria. I drop by again soon. Good. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Hope to see you again so soon as well, Rod. Likewise. And off we go. Leaving the palace was a bad idea. While I am out, I am certainly center of attention. Some town folks point at me and stare, however making a point to avoid me. Like I am the plague. There are some friend spares, but thankful none of them are near as strange as they were 4 years ago. I'm sure the town folks are only surprised to see you again after so many years. Right. Friends and Rod lag behind us, which leaves only Em walking beside me. I cannot declare which is worse, the stairs or her company. Oh, Rose, look, a street performer. It's been so long since I've watched one street performer. Good day, everyone. My name is Walton, and I'm here to spread happiness and magic. Bing! The boy named Walton snapped his finger, and colorful petals start to fall from the sky. Isn't that pretty, Rose? No. And those are the princess over there. I am honored to have you as an audience. Please accept this harmful gift. He snapped his fingers, and white light appears in his hands. That's beautiful. Oh, thank you. I'm not amused. Well, that didn't go as planned. The boy looked at me as if suspecting some kind of reaction. I am not amused. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives me a wide smile. I hope to see you again during my next show. Yeah, I'm still not amused. I'm just looking at him unamused at the magic. Well, definitely try. He gratefully bowed before moving back into there to perform his next match for a gathered crowd. There are performers like this all around out here. I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see some magic too. Those are my favorite. I do not intend to leave the palace again. But don't you like it out here? No. Rod and I grew up here. I love out here, and this is my favorite part of the kingdom. I wanted to share this with you, Rose. I know you really didn't want to come, but you still tagged along. That means a lot to me, so thank you. I did not do this for you. I only here because the king ordered me to go. I just wanted to be closer, Rose. I would like to try to be your friend. I do not need your friendship. Ouch. Let's stab people in the back again. Stab, stab, stab. No matter how you act around me, we are not and will never be sisters. I'll take care to remember that if I were you. But Rod suddenly grabs my hand and pulls me away from Ems. Stop. Sorry, Rod. We didn't mean to. He stares, dragging at me. I think this is the first time I ever seen him angry. Rod, don't. Let go of me. Both of you are standing away from me. I feel a heavy approach as I turn to see people staring at us. There's familiar look, disgust I saw years ago. Anger, disgust, hatred. I begin to walk away. Princess, wait! Don't follow me! Princess! I wander off again. I dress my cloak, making sure to hide my face from view. I should have never left the palace. As I walk around, watch the people bubbling down the streets. So carefree. They work so hard, so little reward. They couldn't work their entire lives and never sense of what I have here. And yet, they are happy. And I've heard Alan lost her job at the palace. It's true the Crown Princess Road made sure the poor girl was fired. I stopped in my track for a moment of my name. Not again. Alan's? What was the name of the maid who tore Dolores' dress? If it was my turn to fire her, was just. A pretty maid could not be clumsy. See. What did I do so wrong? I know Anne worked so big. He very good at medicine. Shame she lost her job so quickly. You know, it's hard to Crown Princess to please. My friend at the palace says she doesn't even smile, only around cold looks on her face. That's probably why she calls her the Ice Princess. Ice Princess, so that's all the times I heard the servants say that. I suppose they were talking about me. She's the complete opposite of the Princess Ems. The child is an angel. She could be the Crown Princess. Knowing begins to summer inside me. I cannot stand hearing any more of this, so I walk away. Ever since Ems entered my life, I've always been compared to her. And now I became second best. I'm Rose, daughter of the king, and the Crown Princess of Kingdom Alpha. I'm royal blood. She is nothing. There you are. Princess, you must come back with me. It's getting late for you to remain outside. Princess? Are you alright? Are you hurt? I brush him off and turn him. No need to fuss. Let's return to the palace. Leaving the palace was physical and mentally draining. My bed is warm and usually heavy body. I turn to Dolores' gaze. She sits on my shelf. I left the palace today, Dolores. It was the same as all those years ago. What have I ever done to deserve those looks? I don't know. How could I be so hated? Ice Princess. I wish Mother was here. I look at the smile faces on my dolls. At least I still have all you. I yawn and stretch my arms. Good night, DeLorean. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Singing, but who? Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. I blink and open my eyes, only seeing Dolores sitting in front of me. Moonlight spread across her features. How I wonder what you are. Wasn't she on my shelf with all the other dolls when I went to bed? Lori? It's almost time. I pinch my cheeks to make sure I'm not dreaming. It hurts. Only 10 minutes before the clock strikes 12. Ding dong, ding dong. Bing! Hope you're ready, princess. What? The doll just turned into a human, but how? Who are you? You know who I am. I've been watching you ever since your father gave me to you. What is happening? I don't think I have ever been so curious in my life. All answers will come with time, but right now I'm here to give you something, Rose. A curse! What is this? Cinderella's very own glass slipper. It's beautiful. Too beautiful that I realized that it dawned upon me. You're a witch. Smart girl. I knew you'd figure it out eventually. Now it's time to say goodbye to your precious crown. What? Ding dong. Ding. Sweet dreams, Cinderella. I'm bored at reading all this now. We know the prologue. Skip forward. I'm going to put this here so we know, because left and right, the whole thing is the rest is the prologue, so I know where it is. I don't know which way we're supposed to go though. We want Francis, so let's go right. Hey, this way. You are. No time to talk, princess. How do you know who I am? That another one. Stop running, you two. Come on. He grabs my hand and pulls me after him. He takes off suddenly, bursting in speed, and then I am running farther than I was. I am certainly couldn't follow him. It's a good idea, but at least the boy seems a better sense of direction than I do. Oh, running causes rocks in my path to loosen. Before I notice the path, I step down hard on something. A sharp pain shoots up from my foot. I collapse to the ground. It hurts. Princess, stand up, but the pain in my feet is unbearable. I fall back down into the dirt when I gasp. I can't. We got you now. Just hand over the coin, and neither of you will get hurt. I won't let you touch her. Just hand over the coin. Jeez. Ha, says the little boy. Well, well, well. What is this kind of sight before me? Two adults strutting a child in a lane. How very ungentleman. What the like of ever even doing around the neighborhood? You ask to get Fred? Ask perhaps I am the mood of a servant. Cool. The noble burned his sword, his son maybe even cocky. Show me what you got, sirs, and please do not bore me. Who are these people? I ain't dealing with this. You guys for money. You got a sword. What? Come back here. The two of us could take him. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. This is way too much trouble for a little gold. You're late. Sorry, kid. You know it's hard for me to be able to around you. What? Wait, you just called me. Easy, little one. These two know each other. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill, and I'm gonna go to sleep. Other stuff. No offense, guys. We've read the program so many times that I don't need anything. I just want to get to the choosing thing. Prologue's so boring. I'm not a prologue person. So this is how you truly feel. Yeah. Skip forward. Let's throw the tray at him. Oh, that's a new option. I can break my curse on my own. I'm assuming Francis will be the one you pick for I can break my curse on my own. I'm kind of curious now. We got a new option completely. I could break my curse on my own. Those offered to help me, but that could have because they felt pleasure to. The curse is my problem and my burden. I will break it on my own. Perhaps doing my duties will become a good deed if I do them willingly. So I sweep without the broom having to drag me around the room. I walk up to the room. I can't believe I'm about to do this. The floor ain't even dirty, but I heard Anne once say there is no such thing as too clean. Do my eyes deceive me? Is it the magic? Definitely not. The hand I put on the broom hasn't activated yet. Does that mean the princess is actually... I'm not going to stand around. Could you not do in the center of the room? I'm sweeping. There's no magic here. This is more unsweeping than I ever. She hasn't swept anything. She's just moved the dirt around the floor. It's perfect, even layer all over. Well, she's trying very hard. That should count. I hear Deloria and Adam talking about me in the corner of the room, but I make a point to ignore their words. I set the broom back and wait. I do not want to signal the coming of a good deed, but I should know it when I see it. Will there be a flash of light? Will the piece of slipper appear in my hand or on my necklace? Whatever it is, I have happened by now. You were expecting to accomplish the deed through sweeping, were you? Yes. Doing what any of you does not count as a good deed. It makes you normal. That's still a good thing. This is going to be harder than I expect. That was hilarious. I stare at horror at the floor. Jack stands between the floorboards, the wood bringing my feet like mud. Hello. Oh no. Stop. That's hilarious. I know the rest of this. No, I do not need help. I want to keep picking this. It should be hilarious. I head towards the dining area to get some water. The people sitting in the marshal are talking and laughing with one another. Everyone's included. Everyone has someone to talk to. Is this what friendship is meant to look like? You're making funny face roasts. Are you trying to commend the wonders of friendship? These people are all so friendly. They are different. Does it warm your frozen heart? Until you consider that they're doing it only because they want something. All of them want to break their curse. They are all here because they hope to find the clues. They come to the marshes simply to use other people for their own. Ouch. Isn't that goodness? Is that what I'm meant to do? This is a difference between using people and them offering to help you, princess. There's a big difference. I do not understand. I don't think you would. I love this option. What you said is true, but it's not the whole truth. Everyone here breaks their curse, sure, but most of them are here for the coronation too. They understand. It's a way to keep coming back. What do you see, princess? People talking, easier, laughing. Don't you see their happiness? Because the curse is pretty terrible. You assume the curse would be sobbing, that bad luck, right? But there's none of that. This is what being surrounded by good people does. It makes a terrible situation better. I can make a person feel lighter. But what is goodness then? Why are these people when I am not? I cannot help but think about the look they gave when I arrived, and compassion and anger. None of these emotions were good. The good does not require to be selfish, or even kind moments of the day. Such things people want to break their curse, but for a time, for a meal, they can put what they want to the side and listen to someone else for a change instead of their selfish. Or nods with me with her elbow, and that makes them good people. I look down at the mug. My mind swirls with conversation. Then I look up. Dolores has disappeared. That was hilarious. Yeah, we know. We only have Uncle, Walton, and then Francis. This should be interesting. I don't even know if I did it right. I'm in town with Walton because Peripheral needs for her potions, and we are the only ones available to get them for her. I do not know why, but I feel on edge. Don't worry, princess. I won't let anything bad happen to you. Though you know you won't ever have to be here if your Lady Peripheral hasn't placed so many orders. I do not understand why she has to get everything today. Surely she can pick them up the rest tomorrow. If she was more patient, I haven't need to go out all day, such a boring chore. Lady Peripheral has written a lot of orders lately. She needs to keep up with the demands somehow. Let's make this quick. Of course. Nice wondrous shop right in front of me. This should be the place. Ooh. How can I help? Oh, it's you. The witch who came into Mansion some time ago with mud on her shoes. What can I do for you two? Hello. We need all the items on this list, please. Walton held out the list Peripheral gave him. The witch suddenly heard the list and gave us a thoughtful nod. I'll collect these for you right away. It'll only be a few moments. The witch disappears into her back room. I fold my arms as we wait. My thoughts drift. We'll be finishing before you even know it, princess. Well, look at who it is. Oh no, it's them. But we've been at this for an hour now, so I have to save. So that's all for now. Peace, guys.